Wherever you want to go.
Right?
Wherever you want to go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Wherever you want to go. Let's go.
Yes.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Hello.
Oh
Happy
my goodness. I hope you guys
Friday.
had a great week.
Yeah.
It was quiet.
It was
Happy
quiet.
it's Friday.
Yes,
I
definitely
can't
happy.
claim quiet, but I'm glad it's Friday.
I am
Okay, all
so
right,
glad
all
it's
right.
Friday.
Well, I
So glad
want
it's
to
Friday.
say that I missed you ladies last week.
That's
I
right.
We
Welcome
missed
missed you
back.
too.
thank
Yes.
you, and
Mm-hmm.
thank you all for all the anniversary wishes. We're trying to catch up with Shalomi over there. We're at 19 years married and 24 years together.
Keep
So
coming.
Wow.
Congratulations.
keep coming, keep coming.
Yes.
Come
That's
on. Come on.
fantastic.
I
Maybe
know.
Bree may
Congratulations.
maybe
Thank
Bree
Mhm.
may have me beat, but
I know.
congratulations. I'm glad y'all had a great time. We missed you too.
We
Mhm.
did.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Shakira.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Hi, everyone. Hi, Dunzel.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Tanisha.
Hey,
Thank
Donzel is
you,
always
Denzel.
Oh, that is really
excited.
nice, really
Thank
sweet.
you.
Hello, Kira. Kira, she stuck again. So, hi, Jacqueline. Hello, hello. So, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Dishing with the Divas. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Yay.
Everybody's coming in. Come on in. Before we get started, and while we have people coming in, I would love for you guys to first give us a thumbs up. Let us know where you are checking us in. Check where are you from, girl. That's the alcohol talking. I'll let y'all know what I'm drinking in a minute. And and so while you guys are doing that, we're going to go around the room. And just in case you don't know who my sisters are, I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you. And we're going to see what they're sipping on tonight. So we're going to start with our lady in yellow. You know, the bright beauty
Is that
herself,
me?
Miss Felisa. Hey, Felisa.
Hey,
She said, "Is that
She
me?"
said, is that me?
everyone.
that's you. That's you.
That's you,
Okay,
baby girl.
so I'm just sipping on water today, trying to keep my skin fresh and clear.
All
I
right
know
now,
that's
fresh,
right.
clean, fresh, clear,
Mhm.
clear skin. Okay, that's very good. And so, and my beautiful sister, the glamorous penny picture Salome, she wearing that duster that she gonna have to send down my
Come
way.
on, Colin.
And you know I want it. I want it. Hey girl,
Hey, everybody.
what are you drinking tonight,
I am
Salome?
sipping. I'm just having some tea today. It's a mixture of ginger and mint. So
All
that's
right.
Mm.
what I'm doing today, sipping on some tea.
Okay, all right. And next we'll go to my beautiful sister over there in the pink, over there in her pink palace, my sister Kenya. Hey girl.
Hi guys. Hey.
Kenya, what are you sipping on tonight?
So I'm like Shalomi. I'm feeling a little bit crummy, but I was like, you know what? That will not stop the show.
Okay.
So I'm sipping some tea as well. I have green tea with blueberry, like blueberry green tea, and a honey stirrer. So,
All right now. Fancy, huh?
I got to try to bring it.
Okay. And then we have my sister over in the corner looking like, girl, when you gonna talk about me? My girl Shakira, hey, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Kira, you're stuck.
Hey, there she
I'm
goes.
Hey.
good.
Good. What are you
I know
drinking?
I'm trying to cannot figure this out for some reason.
Oh
What are
my
you drinking,
goodness.
Kira?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I am. Oh, you can't see it, can you?
We can hear you, hon.
I have some.
It sounds like she said she has tea. You're
Did you
breaking
hear me?
up.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
we
I
lost
have
her.
some. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna.
All right now, stage left.
I don't know.
Okay, and then we're gonna come back, Kira, and then we have. Let me tell y'all something.
Okay.
Bree has been drinking something. She hadn't told us what she's been drinking because that giggle has been on and popping. Bree, what are you doing, girl? What you
Apple
doing?
juice. Apple juice.
Apple
So she
juice has
says.
have you like that?
So she
No,
says.
So she
I didn't say
said.
what I drink before. I didn't say what I drink before I came on.
Oh, she had a pre-party.
Yes, she did have a pre-party.
And
Yes.
people in the chat's drinking too. Robin says she's drinking some lemon iced tea, honey. I know that's right.
Ooh, that sounds
right.
refreshing.
Hello, Catherine from California. We have Sunny Day. Hey, happy Friday.
Oh, we have someone from Ohio.
Hi, Juliet. That's my auntie from Florida, Juliet.
Hi, Auntie.
Auntie.
Auntie's an
We
OG,
have-
honey. She up on here every Friday.
Oh, you know what? Oh, yes, she is OG, just like Robin. Hi, Robin.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we have Jacqueline from Minnesota. And walking
as
as
Jesus
Jesus
walked. That's
walked.
my
All right
uncle.
now.
That's my
Hey.
uncle, honey. The whole family's representing up in here every
All
Friday.
right now. Come on, family.
Love the support.
I love
Love the support. Thank
We
you.
love
Darzel's
it.
always supporting too.
Oh, Jacqueline's enjoying her birthday with us, and she's drinking tea. Happy birthday!
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
That's so sweet. Thank you for spending your birthday with us.
Yes. Deborah Hill says she's a ride from Atlanta. You was here and you didn't stop by Wani's house.
Girl, turn back
Everybody
and
else
come.
does.
Turn around and come back.
Okay. Okay.
San Antonio, Texas.
Finally, somebody from Texas joining us for Lisa, right?
Yes.
All right, all right.
Mardi Gras
Mardi Gras
coffee. Oh, that's
Never heard of
interesting.
that.
That's interesting.
Mardi Gras coffee.
All right. Kira.
Let's try this again.
Keep trying, Kira.
I know I got like 1,000 devices. Something's gonna work.
Wait, we have an echo from someone. Kira, do you have on two devices?
I just turned it off. Hopefully,
Okay.
it's just,
I think we're good.
okay.
All right,
Oh my
Kira. So
goodness.
what are you drinking, girlfriend? I think.
Yeah, we still have the feedback.
This thing does not. We still have.
We still have feedback.
You still hear something?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? I don't know. It's not
I'm a-
working.
I'm gonna try to mute you. There we go.
Hey, I see Houston in the house. Hey.
Okay. So we have Houston
Whoop, whoop.
and
New Orleans.
I used to watch you when she had her old channel.
Oh,
And we have
that's
New
awesome.
Orleans. Oh, that's a New Orleans brand. All right, good. Well, welcome all of you guys to tonight's Dishing with the Diva. You know, normally we are discussing the Property Brothers Forever Home episodes, but the brothers, they failed to let us know that they weren't sharing anything this week.
Listen.
We were like, well, hello.
We were like, what? Jonathan,
Did you get a call from them? I didn't get a call from them
I
either.
didn't
So
get a call or anything. Didn't get a call. But the one thing that the divas are good at and women are good at, we're good at pivoting.
Come
All
on.
right?
That's right.
Yeah. So we because
improvise.
exactly. So we got on here and Shalomi got to work. She's not the designated secretary. Bree, that was actually your job.
Bree resigned, honey. Bree's like,
Yes, girl. But Shalomi
She quit.
she quit. So Shalomi found us this other show, and it is called Home in a Heartbeat. And I liked it but I'm not going to tell y'all, about it. So we scrambled and put out the link. So hopefully you guys had the opportunity to go and watch this show. And so if you did, put like a clapping hand or something if you watched it, and we want you to be interactive. We want to know your input if you watched the show. And even if you didn't, you got something to say based off of what we said, put it down in the chat, okay? So, all right, ladies, so let's go ahead and get started. So, the show, like I stated, this episode was called Dallas Palace. And the couple, the McCarthy family. So what did you guys think of the McCarthy family when we met them?
Hey, Wani.
Yes.
Can we take just a quick second to kind of talk about Gailey,
Yes.
the host of this show? Because I thought that she was quite interesting as a person herself, and that she has this new show, and that she started as an influencer also, like we all
Yes.
are on Instagram. And she has some issues with mental illness, and she had to take some time away. And you guys, for you guys that don't know, I work in I work in behavioral health. So it kind of resonated to me. I was like, wow, I think it's really awesome that she is telling her story and not being ashamed of it, because a lot of times there's a stigma surrounded by mental health awareness and just mental health concerns, and people aren't really aware. And so I thought it was really cool that she was sharing her story and sharing how while she was in treatment, getting herself some help, her channel was exploding on Instagram. And then she was able to create a business from what seemed like probably was a difficult time for her, grew into something amazing and a new chapter in her life. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Kenya, because that was exactly what I was supposed to start with. That's what I said.
We got each other.
Yes, girl, we do have each other. But to kind of piggyback off of what Kenya stated, the fact that, like most of us, like all of us actually, she has a day job. She works on Wall Street, and her side hustle or her hobby was her her Instagram, and it like you stated, it blew up. And so I really resonated with that, and I could actually see us in her, minus the 20-year age difference.
Not 20 years from me. I don't know what y'all do.
I know that's
right. Yes. So but I really I like that about her. Shalom, what do you think?
You know what? I'm just hearing her story and watching her. It definitely shows us what is possible, and that we never know, what God's going to do and how he's going to work in our lives. That's why we always have to bring our best selves forward, even in doing the show, because she was just like any one of us on here, right? Just showing what she loves to do, and it turned into something so magnificent. Secondly, to piggyback on what Kenya said about mental health is real, y'all. And while we're here just talking about like shows and things that we love to do or whatever, if you have an issue with mental health, if you're feeling like something's not right, check it out. Don't pass it off as I'm just having a bad day. Get it checked out. Talk to somebody. Did I say talk to somebody? Because if we have any other aches or pains, we go to the doctor, right? Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of. See somebody and talk about it. You're not crazy. You just need some help to keep going.
Yeah,
that's my
mental health is just about your physical health.
Akira.
Lisa, what were your thoughts?
I ditto everything you guys said. Exactly.
Wow.
Mental health is actually a serious, issue all around. Definitely, from adults even to kids.
Yes, right.
Exactly. And Bree, you have anything to add?
Well, mental health is very close to me. My niece has it, and she's a special person to me. And I think anyone who has that, like you said, Shalomi, it's not something that you be ashamed of. You just need to get it checked out. It might be something completely different than what you think. And the bad thing about us females, we never take care of ourselves. We always know to take care of somebody else, and we always put ourselves last. And
That's true.
it's just something that we need to be cognizant of. Just take care of yourself first, because if you're not here, then who's going to take care of your family? So check yourself out. So yeah, that is a very that issue is very close to my heart. So yes.
Yes, I totally agree. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on. And so the family is the McCarthy family, and the husband is Jason, and the wife is Rachel, and they are from Boca Raton, Florida, and then they have 2 kids. So, what did you think about the family, ladies?
I thought they were sweet.
I like the family. I like
They were
them.
very sweet.
They
Yeah,
were very
very
sweet.
sweet.
Really cute young couple.
I agree. What did you guys think about their house before?
Before the decorating and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I thought it was a very nice house. It just needed some order, That's They
Yeah.
just needed some order. They needed some guidance. That's all. They talked about the kids' room, but here it go again. Didn't see the kids' room because I'm thinking that they did a good job with the kids' room, is what she was saying. They did a very good job with the kids' room. I wish I had seen it, but
Yes. And she
I
did
think
say
that
that. Go ahead, Shalomi.
no, I think that was in phase one. She had worked with them before,
Yes.
and they called her back to do this piece. So that's probably why they didn't include the work that
Right.
she had done before in this episode, because she had
Mhm.
already, she was like a
Right.
return contractor.
Yes.
Right. I think that was before her show started. And
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's why they were her
mm,
first customers for the show since she had worked with them previously.
yeah,
Exactly.
Mhm. But I thought the house was really cute. I thought that it was I love that it was a ranch style home. Obviously the
Mhm.
layout was a little bit awkward. And so with the L shape, and I was a little bit stumped with what to do with that too. At first I was like, oh, because I'm always thinking like, okay, I would probably do this, do that. But initially I was like, oh yeah, okay, looking straight in, because you walk in this way and then you have to look this way to the living room, and there's
Mhm.
just like a long space. And then at the end, it was another little curve there
Yeah.
to make the L. I was like, wow, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, what's she gonna do with this? So I was really intrigued to see how she was gonna work that out.
because looking
Yeah.
at it, I didn't know what I was gonna do with it either. I'm looking
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is carrying water uphill. I don't know what she's gonna do here, but let's see.
And even
Right.
when I first saw the space, for some reason, it just did not look like with the entrance door. It just didn't seem like that should have been like the living room. I was
Right.
like,
I
well,
thought
what
that
is
too.
it? It almost looked like it was like leading from somewhere else, sort of, kind of.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
Like a
and
long
and see, I didn't
hallway.
get that.
Yeah. It was really
I didn't get that.
interesting.
When I seen the space, I was like, okay, I can see what you can do with that, because that was the first thing that came to my mind. Living room. To
really,
me, that
I didn't
space was
think
the
I
living
didn't
room.
think it was either.
and
I
Mm-mm.
did.
Me
As soon as
neither.
I seen, as soon
and
as
I,
I
and I
seen that, that's the living room.
and I believe that probably the reason we may have not thought of where it was because there was like no focal point. Usually in or most living rooms there's
Right.
like a fireplace. There is something to let you know this is the space. But
Right.
so it was just like nothing. And then when it led to the other area, I was like, okay, well maybe that's the living room. It was just really like
Hmm.
disjointed to me.
I
Felicia,
was
what are
Right.
your thoughts?
Yes, I thought it was asymmetrical, very distorted, and I would have been like clueless. I would have had to study that for like a couple of months to figure out what to do with that space to make sure to make sure that everything came out right.
I know
Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
right.
Yes.
I think they
Kira,
were in there for a few months, though, right? They worked on that for a few months before they actually put everything together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
she
yeah,
gathered,
I think she gathered.
she plans and gathers all the items leading up to the point of
She plans and gathers all the items
we
leading
have
up to the
feedback.
point of
Kira, we still
we
have
have
feedback.
feedback. Kira, we still have feedback.
I'm trying to mute
You still
her.
have feedback?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So to what Bree was saying, basically what she said is, oh, someone lives in Boca. Oh, that's awesome. You should
Oh,
watch the show.
Oh,
It's
Gail with the
awesome.
heart.
Yeah.
right.
The lady's name is Gailey Alex. So it's Home in a Heartbeat with Gailey Alex. And so what she was saying is that, like, I don't think she lives there. She'll travel to wherever you are. She'll
Yes.
go see your space, and then she takes a few months to plan it out, order all the items, and have them sent to your home. And then
You
she'll come back and see everything and do like I guess one more consultation, and then come
Mhm.
back to do the final her 3-day weekend install, which I think is craziness because
Crazy.
we've all probably done projects. I've done projects for other people, and to try to do a big project in 3 days is craziness. That is a lot of work
It is
to
a
do in a
lot
little bit of
of
time.
work. It is. It is.
Mhm.
And but the thing is, it seems like she has a team,
Yeah,
so
she's
who
got.
can kind of help her out a little bit. Okay,
Mhm.
so now we know that she had 72 hours to complete the project, like Kenya said, and so they gave the budget. So their budget was from $30,000 to $40,000, and so I instantly started to think. Now we're in Boca Raton, Florida. What could the Property Brothers do with $30,000 to $40,000 in California? Because we have been
Nothing.
amazed.
They
Exactly.
could have bought a sofa.
That's it. That's it. That's it. So I was like, I was instantly intrigued because I'm like, okay, that seemed that okay,
That's a
that
real life
that's
budget.
more
Yeah,
realistic. Yes. That's
Hmm.
more realistic. Okay, so
I think too because they didn't have to really do anything structural,
Right,
yes,
right? They didn't have
right.
to, yeah. So it made sense.
yes,
I
yeah,
thought
that's
I
true.
thought of that too. And I
Mhm.
also considered too, like Ronnie, what you were alluding to, that in California, things obviously the cost of living is more, so that everything costs more there.
Mhm.
And in Florida, in the South, things are more affordable. And
Yes,
so I think that makes a difference too. That money can go a bit further
further.
depending
Exactly.
on the area that you live in.
Right. So, like we were stating, their problem area was that little front area and that little L. So it was shaped like a L, and then in between, on the left side was the owner's suite, and then on the right side was the kitchen. I don't know if I would have bought that house, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Right.
No,
Right.
Thank you.
no,
Absolutely.
I,
yeah.
no.
yes, there has to be something else in there that had made them fall in love with. Probably the location was maybe beautiful, but whatever. But I would have been like them. Was like, what to do with this?
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
I
Gailey
would have bought it
mentioned
too.
that they had that where they probably had a chandelier in that space
Yes.
between where the owner's retreat and the kitchen is.
Mhm.
And so I was imagining that when it was staged for whoever lived there before, they probably had the living room kind of like how we know that they're going to do it with the living room we know space. they're going to do And it with then the living room space. And then
Go ahead.
I was thinking maybe
Uh,
at the
I was
end there was,
thinking maybe
at the end there was, I'm sure you got it.
Okay, got it.
So, and I thought maybe then they had like a little seating area, or maybe made that whole space a living room. I don't know, whatever. And then had the dining room there. I don't know how they could have did it either, but I was thinking the same thing. As like, that's a lot.
Let me tell
Oh
you,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
I
a
totally agree,
beautifully
Joy.
a beautifully staged home will mess you up
Yes,
yes,
it
as
will.
a buyer. If you
Yes,
go
and
yep,
more excited, I think it was uh Wani who said maybe it was the location, They probably had
Mhm.
rooms for the kids that they were looking for. It was a nice
Mhm.
size and it was probably nicely staged. And they were like,
Yes.
yes, we'll take it. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
They
It's a
had a
minute
pool.
walk from the beach. It has a pool. It's this, it's that.
Mhm.
We'll
Mm-hmm.
take it. And then you
Yeah.
get in and you're like,
Uh,
I
Exactly.
don't know what to do with
yes.
this whole area in the front leading up to the side, the bedrooms across from the kitchen. I don't know what to do with this.
I don't know
Right?
what to do with
Right?
They
that.
probably didn't even remember the bedroom was across from the kitchen.
I know.
Yes.
So let's start talking about Gailey and her design solutions. So she decided that she wanted to use both spaces separately, and so that each space would have their identity. So when she said that, I was like, okay, I'm still like, okay, girlfriend. So how are we gonna do this? Because I'm like, okay, are we gonna knock a wall down and whatever? And I must say that I thought she was very creative in her design and how she did that. And so like
Mhm.
one thing she did was she opened up the entrance from the primary bedroom, and then how she used the barn doors. What did you
Yeah.
guys think about that for that area?
I thought it was
What's that?
perfect for that space. And
Mhm.
considering her whole overall design that she came up with, I think the barn doors was perfect for that space. It
Yeah.
probably
Mhm.
made the room seem more open, like
Mm-hmm.
it belongs, to the house. It belonged to the rest of the house.
I
Mhm.
To
I
be honest with
totally
you, I'm not a barn door girl at all, but I think she did her thing.
I do
With
too.
this.
Hmm.
Had it been my house, I'd be like, no, ma'am, no, thank you, I'm good.
But no,
But I think it was well placed and it looked really good. It turned out really good.
it did.
Right.
Hmm.
Kira, what are your thoughts? Can you hear?
Can you hear?
We have feedback, Kira.
We have feedback here.
Okay.
Okay. On those.
Okay, Bree, what are your thoughts?
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. What was the barn
Remember,
door?
what was the barn doors?
Was that to the
Was it to the
Kira's gonna have to mute.
Kira's gonna have to mute.
I'm trying to mute it, but it's there. There we go. Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, I remember the barn doors, but what did it lead to?
The
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 primary
master
master.
bedroom.
bedroom.
Yes, to the
It was the
primary
bed.
bedroom.
Okay, so okay. Um, I'm not a barn door girl either, like you know me, but I thought that was a great idea because, like you said, it did open up the space, and I thought it was a great idea. I'm not a barn door either, but I thought it was a great idea what she did there, and also you just talk about that space right there. I don't want to skip ahead.
No, no, yeah, we was talking about that space. I'm going to the living room in a minute.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was a great idea with the barn doors. But I just couldn't remember what the barn doors went to. But you said it was their bedroom?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. No,
Kenya,
I thought that was a great idea. But the barn door, their bedroom, I'm trying to remember how it was shaped. The L shape, that was from the front door, and then you went back toward the kitchen was the end of the L, right?
Yes.
Right.
And
The
on one
kitchen was
side,
on
Mhm.
So
the
where was the bed?
the
Where
kitchen
was the
was on the
bedroom?
opposite side of the bedroom.
yes. The bedroom was on the left.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
So
that was a great idea.
yeah, I thought it was really.
Hi,
I'm thinking of
Tandy.
Tansy.
Thanks for joining us.
Uh-huh.
So when I thought about okay, so Catherine says, I like the aesthetic of barn doors, but it can be a safety issue, especially for a bedroom.
Hmm.
All
Oh,
right.
that's interesting.
That is
It
interesting.
is.
So
One thing I will say is what she did with the bonders I thought was cool is because it was just one sliding door. So it wasn't like doors. It was just one door.
Mhm.
And it was on a sliding mechanism. So it would go, slide to the side. I thought it was nice that she expanded the space, the entryway door, so
Mhm.
that it made it feel more substantial
Mhm.
and it made it make more sense. for that space. So because the door was kind of over into the corner, just a little door off to the side. So it made it feel like it was intentional. So
Right.
I thought it was pretty ingenious that she thought to expand the doorway. Like I was like, who thinks of that? That was really cool.
And when you brought that up, one thing that I thought about, because like Bree and Shalomi, I'm not a barn door fan either, but I am a fan of like architectural detail. And so the way she painted the door the same color as the wall, and it all went together, but the barn door had some detail to it. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
It melted in, but it didn't look out of place. Although the space was kind of modern, but the barn door was kind of farmhouse, but it just looked like it worked.
It did. It did.
Listen, one thing I want to talk about, I don't want to go ahead, but watching the episode, I was laughing the whole time.
I know what you're about to
because
say.
I kept thinking about for Lisa and the beams. They kept bringing in those beams. I'm like, for Lisa is having like 20 fits right now, right?
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, there they go with the beams.
I know, but they looked amazing. I'm gonna tell you something. I know that you guys don't like beams, and I was like that before. Y'all know I got beams now. But
what are we talking about? Beams? You said beams?
The beams.
Oh, the beams. Oh, yeah.
The beam, when you add beams to your home, if it's done right, it adds a certain level of elegance. It it elevates the whole look of the house.
Yes.
There's a difference between being rich and being wealthy. And I think the whole beam thing came from like wealthy people. Like back in the day when you went to somebody's house and they had beams, there was like wealth. It just spoke wealth. And like I said, there's a difference in how it's installed and where it is. And I think how she installed it in this house was absolutely beautiful. Like it just, the house went from, it took it up a couple notches. And that's what beams can do for your house when it's done right.
Yes, I totally agree.
Beautiful.
And I like how I love the slanted, because I did not realize that her ceilings were slanted.
Were vaulted,
They were vaulted. And I was like, oh my God, it was absolutely beautiful.
I didn't see it either. So that, like what your mom is saying, it really brought your eye up and showed, like you said, one of the architectural detail of the space, because I didn't notice the pitched roof of the at all until she did that. And I was like, wow, that it really opened up the space. It brought your eyes up. It really elevated. And I love the fact that she didn't stain them. Oh, Simone, you already know I love your house. We was just talking the other day about it again.
Vaulted ceiling with the beams. I'm gonna do a beam video for Lisa, just for her.
Yes.
No. Let me just say this. Now, even though I wouldn't appreciate the beams in my home, I appreciate all styles of home decor, whether if it's farmhouse, whether if it's modern, whether if it's eclectic, boho chic. I love it all, but just not for me.
It's not your personal preference.
Just exactly. I love all things home decor, not just glam, not just the shiny, glistening, and all that stuff. I love it all. That's it.
Okay, so for Lisa and the beams are like me. It's like me with the barn doors. Listen, Shakira, Shakira, let me just talk to Shakira. Shakira, I appreciate you, sis, for being so persistent.
Yes.
Seriously.
I'm trying everything.
Oh, you got it.
You got it.
I'm on the work computer.
Listen, I don't need you to write down what you just did.
Logged into my work computer.
Well, let it do what it do, sis.
It worked, so I'm just gonna go with the flow.
There we go.
All right. So, Kira, to catch you up. So, what did you think about the beams? Her adding the beams. Did you like the beams? You did not like them?
I'm not a beams person, so I didn't like them.
So you did not like them?
No, I did not.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So now the one thing that Gailey does is that after you give her your budget, because the what's his name? Jason and what her name was again?
Rachel.
She was like, they could see the charges coming on being placed on the credit card. So you
were watching that credit card.
It was watching that card.
They
and
were.
So she orders the things, the items. She has them sent to the house. They can't look at the items. And so she comes back like Kenya says. And so she makes sure everything is what it is. And then she begins to do her magic. So now here we go. And during the install, so we talked about the beams. And then another thing, element that she added, because once again, y'all know I love architectural detail. When she added the chair railing and all the beadboard, what did you guys think about that?
I think it was beautiful, especially seeing it, especially seeing it at the reveal.
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah. Yes. And of course, Kenya's fireplace.
I was about to say, when you said architectural details, I thought you was about to go there because that fireplace was everything.
Oh my goodness.
Everything.
It was beautiful.
Made out of foam board. I'm about to get every piece of foam board I could find.
Girl, I said, this girl is a genius.
Very clever.
I was like, that fireplace, it touched my heart. I was like, I'm gonna have to go and build me a fireplace for my bedroom out of some foam board because she did that. I was like, oh my goodness.
It
was beautiful.
Yeah. It was a very, very ingenious idea. I mean, I thought out of foam board. I would have never ever thought of something like that out of foam board. That was just
you just don't put fire and foam board together, right?
No.
Well, at least they covered it with cement. She did cover it with cement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With the plaster, which made it look, you know what?
So real.
What's crazy is because it looked like my fireplace doesn't go all the way up because we have vaulted ceilings in the living room, but how it has that like stucco look on it. I was like, oh my God, it looks real. Like they did a fantastic job.
And then they went and put the brick on there.
And the inlay. Yeah.
It was
would not have known at all.
And then a tile to finish it off.
Yes.
Right.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful job. That to me was like the major focal point of the entire project, and she nailed it. I thought she did. For me, if everything else, I might would have been like, okay, but when I walked in and saw that fireplace, would have been like, oh my God, this was worth every single penny that we gave her.
Because you know what she did? If we go back in the conversation earlier, we're saying you walked through the door and you didn't know what that was.
Yes.
She made you know.
Gave that room its identity.
Yes.
You know that this is a city area now when you walk through the doors. Another thing, another DIY that she did that I really loved are the leaves.
I was gonna say that.
That was good.
The pressed flowers.
Yeah.
You know what? That's why I like this show and her in particular, because she, like Wanda said, she reminded me so much of us and the things that we do. Like, we're not necessarily like crafters, but we all from time to time do DIY projects, and we show people that there's things that you can do. You can take things that are inexpensive or free, like from her yard, and create wall art, or you can create things from using something in a different way. And I just thought that was really nice, and it was a way to help with the budget for the family and to bring an element of personality to their project that no one else is going to have. So I thought that was really cool.
And the picture she took with the kids doing the
that was one of my favorites.
So sweet.
That was very sweet.
I like her. I like her. Her mind.
Way she thinks.
I like the way she thinks. She's.
So we talked about the living room. So the architectural element that stood out was the fireplace, and then her decor style. I really like her decor style.
Yeah.
It was very clean. It had a lot of like warm. It had some warm tones, but I like the fact that she used a lot of like natural like the eucalyptus, the picture art. You saw a lot of those types of things. You saw a lot of like the rattans and the wickers and things like that. What did you guys think about the decoration that she used in that area? And what did you guys think about the dining room being adjacent to the living room like that?
It left the space open. It gave it, at least she still had the open concept from the living room to the dining room.
I thought it worked. Because it was a very long space. It was a very long space there. And I thought that was a great idea to add a dining room onto that.
Yeah. I love that she broke the areas up.
Right. So you would know where everything was.
Exactly. Those two cabinets,
now that was a waste of space to me. I thought that was a waste of space.
Why?
Okay.
Why,
So why?
Because you could have thought of some things to do with that. The cabinets, that was beautiful. I mean, that's fine. But that was the only thing that was there. You got all this space here, and she called it a transition room.
She said,
I didn't understand that.
I know what you're saying, Bree.
I understand a transition hallway, but she could have done something, made that a study room, a desk, or something.
So I think what Wayne was saying was what Shalom was saying about the cabinets. The built-ins were nice. I agree with you though, Bree, that she didn't do anything with the space. I thought she could have made it like a little sitting area for outside of the master. So if you're because it looked out to the pool. So it could have just been a couple of chairs there. You could read books or put a couple of books in the cabinet and made it be like a little, little nook or whatever. But she didn't do anything in that space. She just left it open. I did notice that too.
That's true.
Maybe she left it for them to do what they wanted to do with that space. Because remember now that's the space that goes from here to there.
Right.
So it's I guess open to whatever interpretation they feel like they have of it that they could use for whatever. Or she probably ran out of money.
Yeah,
she ran out of money.
I thought about that too.
Ran out of money.
She ran out of money.
But this is what I thought about because like Bree stated, I did feel the same way. I'm like, okay, that's just it. But when you look at what she put in the cabinets, she had plates. She had things for her to entertain with, right?
Did.
So that is supposed to be another area that kind of is next to the kitchen. So I thought, why not? She could have put a wet bar there. She could have, she could have still had something else that still had something to do with the kitchen. And because you have the bedroom, the bedroom across from it, but it did look kind of like sparse.
I think, like I'm saying, I think she probably left it up to them to do what they wanted to do because that's the tricky part. From the kitchen, and it's like the kitchen's on one side. So yes, let's have a bar, a wet bar, or whatever. But then the bedroom's right here. So if you're entertaining, you have to be mindful that all of this is happening right here, but my bedroom's right here. So it's kind of,
For me, I think though that was part of what the question that she should have answered for them because that was for me. It seemed like that's why they were confused about the space. That's why they had the kids with the jumping things right there and whatever, because they were like, we don't know what to do with it. And I felt like she did do a great job of addressing the living room, the dining room part, and creating the division with the cabinets. And I felt like probably she ran out of money because I was like, but she didn't really answer for them the question of what to do with this transitional space. So that's why for me, I was like, maybe she could have just put a couple of chairs there with a table and been like, this could be your little morning coffee spot, or whatever, to kind of give them an answer, which I can appreciate too, them saying, okay, now you guys figure out what you want to do with this space. But I would probably be like, but I just gave you $40,000 to help me figure out what to do with this space.
$40,000. I used $40,000 in the bedroom.
And they did do the bedroom too, so that was nice. So I mean, I wouldn't be no complaints. I wouldn't be complaining at all. I would be like, we'll figure it out. We're gonna just walk through it. It'll just be our little walkthrough.
And the bedroom. I did like the bedroom. I liked the shutter blinds. I thought that was nice, and how they kind of set it in.
I was smart.
That was very smart. Great idea.
Yes, and I like
Yeah.
how she had the two pendants hanging on both sides of the.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
like, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it in the entire design. So tell me this: out of everything that she did, so we went from the front. We know she created the point of vision, the point of sight with the fireplace. Then she added the molding. Then we had the farm doors, right? And then we have the cabinet area. So she was busy. What did
She
you
did a lot.
guys? She was very busy. What did you? Okay, we're going into that little dining room area kind of area again. The paint. What did you guys think about the paint when she was choosing the paint color? Which one would you have gone with? Because she used Repo's gray, but she didn't say what the other gray was.
Yeah, she just wanted to highlight the one she used.
I guess so.
I thought the colors all went together nicely. I
I
like
did
that she
too.
made that little space, the little end of the L between by the bedroom. I like that she made that darker right there too.
Yes.
To me, it was really kind of a vibe. You know, that's why I was like, I would have put some chairs in there and been like, that could be your little whatever. You know, I thought the color scheme was really cohesive throughout. I thought everything kind of blended seamlessly together. It looked very pretty.
So, what was your favorite thing? Okay, what was your favorite thing that she did?
Fireplace.
Fireplace.
Absolutely.
Fireplace. So
Fireplace.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Fireplace.
Yeah.
I
But
think
you know, I
That's the
gotta say
piece of
too,
resistance was that fireplace.
yeah,
it
that fireplace,
was
it was amazing.
It
it
was.
was everything. I
was
think it was
Felicia
cool
saying
too though that she
something?
did give them storage with those cabinets. I thought that was cool, and that she took
That
into
was.
consideration their children. So they
Mhm.
made it with like that acrylic instead of
The
actual glass.
plexiglass instead of
Yeah.
actual glass.
Yeah,
White.
Yes.
that was cool. I thought
It
that
was
was really
very
cool
cool.
that she thought of that and did that. And I thought it was, to me, extra special that she did think about them and was able to stretch the budget to do their master bedroom. And it
Yes.
really gave them like that. I've never been to Boca Raton, Florida. I've been to Florida several times. So it really, to me, gave it that Florida chic vibe. Like it was really
Yes.
like on point with the vibe in the bedroom.
Mhm.
I thought it was really, really, there were so many like high points in
Yeah,
it that I thought she just did a fantastic job overall.
that's true.
I
Yes.
definitely like the energy that she brings, so I'm enjoying it so
Love,
far.
love the
Mhm.
energy.
Yes.
Definitely. So I have one last question, and that is no, it's not a question. One other thing I just saw on my paper. When she used the wallpaper, it looked like the was it like straw like wallpaper? Did you guys see that in the living
Mm-hmm.
room? What did you
Mm-hmm.
guys think about that one? Because they just kind of panned it, but I was like, huh,
I love texture. I thought it was cool.
did you?
I did. I did. I like texture. You guys know I'm probably a little different than most of y'all on here. I'm the one that's kind of like farmhouse. I like the natural elements. Like I like bling too. I mean, I always got something bling on. I like bling too, but I really like the kind of natural elements. And so to me, I always try to add something natural in
Mhm.
with what I'm doing, even if I'm doing something that's a little bit more glamorous or luxe or whatever. So I thought it was a nice addition.
Okay, okay. I I don't know how I felt. I like the wallpaper. I don't think I like the placement of the wallpaper.
Hmm.
I don't know why just in that area because the below part was the molding and then above this part up kind of high was that and I was like I don't know how I feel about that, so I was just curious as to if that's kind of stood out to you guys because it kind of bothered me for me to write it down here.
It bothered her.
It did.
Well, he's like, let me write this down because
Let
this
me
sounds
write this down.
great.
So since this was our first show with Gailey and us, learning about her and seeing how she thinks. What do you guys think about this show? And how, one thing that I loved about it, before y'all answered, was how she would reference back to her Instagram.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh my, because it was just so relatable. Although
It
I need
is.
to get better at that. I was like, okay, girl, I see how you do it. But
Yeah.
I loved it.
I do too.
I did.
Great
She
pointers.
didn't ever did a remember to go follow me on Instagram without saying go follow me on Instagram.
Pretty
Right.
much.
How about that?
Because I went and followed her on Instagram.
Right?
So did I.
But
Look, I'm like, we got our Instagram queen on here for Lisa is like the Instagram guru. What did you
I know
think?
that's right.
Well, very inspiring. Her story is very, very inspiring. And, you know, it makes us realize that if she did it, it's possible for all of us to do it as well.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go follow her as well.
Me too.
I actually worked today. I watched the show while I was actually working. So, yeah.
If any, look, your boss ain't on here, is she?
I hope not. I said working. I said working.
She watched it at lunch, okay?
Yeah,
Right.
Watched it at lunch.
okay.
Right.
She's allowed to eat.
Kira, what are your thoughts?
I like her. Like when I first started watching it, I was like, I know I'm gonna love this show already. When she was just sharing everything, and then at the very end, I'm a quirky person too, so she was all laying in the grass in the backyard. I was like, yeah, I love it. I just love everything. So
Yes.
I can't wait to watch episode 2 and 3. I'm gonna watch that this weekend.
Shit, I watched episode 2 right after that.
I was
I
almost
did too. Oh my God.
I'm
So
like,
did I.
I'm like, I can't
I'm
wait.
like, it's up
yeah,
there.
I almost watched it.
I'm like, it's
I'll
on
be
here.
it.
I may as well just go ahead and watch.
Might as well. Bree,
Might as
what
well
did you
just
think
go.
about the show?
Who?
Oh, I thought Bree was frozen.
What did I think about the show? It's not one of my favorites. She's okay. She is valid. She is talented. She is talented, and she is. I can relate with her because she's the Instagram and all that, which is cool because you can say, like she said, wow, if she did this come from Instagram, I could do the same thing. You know, she gave you inspiration. Like, yeah. But she's a little bit too animated for me.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
She's a snack queen and laying on a. She's a two different.
Oh my. Okay. Shalomi, what are your thoughts?
I'm the opposite of Brie. I loved her because she reminds me of me. Just
Yes.
all crazy. Like, let's just do what we gotta do to get this work done. Okay.
Yes.
If I gotta lay in the grass, I'm gonna lay in the grass. If I gotta snap a couple of times, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We have a project. Let's just focus, get it done, and introduce as much humor as we can in it to get it done in 3 days. I think that she is phenomenal in
Right.
just even in her timing, the way her mind works. And remember, this lady has a full-time job
On Wall Street.
Okay, so
I think her whole staff had full-time jobs, right?
They all
I think
do.
they all had full-time jobs.
So for
They
them,
all do.
for them to be team no sleep on the weekend to get these projects done and to do them at the level
Yes.
of which they do it with
Yes.
such excellence and precision. I'm
Mhm.
saying kudos. You better go, Gailey Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need
Exactly.
her handyman. What was his name?
He's a high school teacher.
Her best
Right.
friend.
That was amazing.
Yes. He said, whatever you want. I say, I need a double of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, whatever you want me to do.
Oh no, you're talking about her best friend. Yeah. So I was
Yes.
thinking the carpenter was the high school wood shop teacher, but her best friend, oh shoot, I can't think of his name. He has the accent though.
Yes.
And there's,
cute
The one that
too.
gets hangry. He gets hangry.
Yeah.
if you
Yes.
don't, yeah. But
Yes.
I love her and I love her little team. Like I said, I love the level of excellence at which they
Me
work
too.
in such a short time.
Yeah.
I think they did an amazing job.
I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So quickly, ladies, thumbs up or thumbs down. What do we think about from home to, is that the right home to heartbreak?
Heartbeat.
In a Heartbeat, girl. I'm
Girl, you
breaking
talking
hearts
about a
over
whole
here.
movie.
I'm talking about the heartbreak over here.
It sounds like a Lifetime movie.
It does.
Boring, Wani. I definitely give it 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Same to me. Same here. 2 thumbs up.
Come on, Bree, with your 1
Come
thumb.
on now. Okay, so Lisa, 2
We got
thumbs
one
up.
thumb.
Oh,
What's that?
To the side.
Is it sideways?
Bree, remember we're rating, it's not just her, we're rating the work as well. It's the entire thing.
Oh my God.
You know what? I have to say, I love the Property Brothers, but to me,
she was more realistic.
I'm not going to even say nothing. I'm going to keep that comment.
She was a little bit more realistic.
I feel the same comment you were thinking, Kenya.
But you know what? If I had a choice of if we would stick with the Property Brothers or go with her show, I would prefer to do her show because it's more intriguing, it's more interesting, and it's more it's more in line to us, and
right.
But the reason
that's
why
just my opinion.
The reason why we're just doing her is because her show just started last week.
Yes.
Right. So I don't think it's any coincidence that the Property Brothers Forever Home did not show this week.
Right.
So we were able to have an opportunity to look at her thing. But what do you guys think in the comments? I know you guys haven't seen it. I know you're all gonna go watch it tonight because it's on.
Bree's facial expressions. They're laughing at
Some
Bree's
people have
facial
seen it though.
Okay, so I have a task for our audience members, if I may, Madame Host.
Yes, you may.
Why don't you guys go and check it out tonight? It's called Home in a Heartbeat, episode 1, and then comment in our community section on our YouTube page because we all have the ad in our community pages, and go comment there and let us know, should we stick with this one or should we go back to Property Brothers? That's your homework.
Yes.
Let us know.
Homework.
Let us know.
Now see what I want to add though, if it's between the Property Brothers and her, I would say her, because she's a little bit more, I wouldn't say realistic when it comes to, the budget. She just had more realistic people or clients, what I'm saying? Somebody that you could relate to better. The Property Brothers, they up in there with the other $240 and $250,000 budget.
The region they work in too, right? Like it's the
right.
Stephanie says she's watching it now.
Okay.
So guys, on each of our channels, whoever you're subscribed to, whoever you follow the most, or whoever you followed first, we all have it in our community tabs on YouTube. Go watch this show, and by Sunday, let us know if we should continue with the show or if we should go back. Property Brothers, I think, has 3 more episodes left before they close. So let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, but I'm going to look at her episodes 2 to see what I think.
What's interesting also is that Home in a Heartbeat, that's the name of the show. I see Ronnie has it there. Home in a Heartbeat is also on Wednesdays. So
it's right after Property Brothers. I think that was intentional for the network.
Yeah,
to bring her in right after Property Brothers ended.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
let us know. Can you put it up on the screen, Wani? Your comment, the name of the show.
Yes.
And her name is Gailey Alex. Check it out. Let us know by Sunday. We'll be looking, and we're going to respond to you when you make your comments. So let us know if we should go back with Property Brothers for the next 3 episodes, or if we should jump on this Gailey Alex.
So Barbara said she watched her, and I'm ready for something
Stephanie
new.
says, why not both?
Yeah.
I mean,
because in order for us to do both, we would have to come up with some kind of strategy, because we only really want to be on here an hour.
Yes.
Right?
The name of the show is Home in a Heartbeat, and it's on HGTV. We would definitely have to come up with some type of of strategy, because I would hate for. So next week, okay, we need to talk offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But guys, make sure that you put your votes in, and then as
Yeah.
we usually do, next week we will put it back in our community tabs which show we'll be doing. So be in eager anticipation and make sure you cast your votes. Property Brothers or this new show, what are your thoughts? Which one should we do? Stephanie has already casted her vote for why not do both.
Okay. And yes.
All right.
So all right, guys. So I want to thank every one of you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me go on Penny Picture Channel so I can see the haul on these pretty glasses.
These aren't in the hall, sis. They aren't on the hall. But they have amazing glasses too. You can check out the shades on there. The glasses they have on there as well. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Stephanie, yes, Stephanie. Yes, there are 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So we discussed the first episode. And so yes, let us know what you guys think. And so I want to thank you all once again for joining us. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this show. And I want to say thank you to my beautiful co-hosts. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
You are very welcome, very welcome. So we will definitely see you guys next Friday. And next Friday's host is Kenya.
Woohoo!
Kenya's in the house. Cut. Kenya's in. Okay, that's the All right, guys. So we are about to go. We will see you next Friday. You guys have a great weekend. And until then, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.